Welcome back to DIY Willy, and today we're getting back on the Mega Moto, the 79cc version. As you know, in our last episode I drilled the axle mounts, the rear wheel mount for 5/8 axle versus the 12mm axle, and I drilled them crooked. Well, one of them anyway, and the axle wouldn't go back in. Well, now I've got it working. It'll go in. It's not perfect, but it'll work. With the help of a 3-pound sledgehammer and a couple good place whacks, it goes in. And I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine just like that. So what I need to do now, so what I've got, I don't like the way the brakes look on this, so I'm gonna go over to I'm gonna change it over to hydraulic brakes, and that'll give me some options to change the mount of the brake caliper, much like I did on the Mighty Moto, the other Mega Moto bike I did. Back when I first put hydraulic brakes on it, I made a flat bar bracket that goes right here. So I ordered these parts from GoPro Sports. And let's see what we got. As usual, these guys are always good about sending me their sticker packs. Even though I like the other version of the stickers better, the classic ones. But these will work. I appreciate it, guys. Now I ordered another brake bracket. I don't remember why I ordered that, but I have another one. Maybe it will work. I don't know. And now see, that's the sticker I like. That's the classic sticker. I really like that sticker. But we have an MB Systems mini bike rear hydraulic brake kit, and yeah, I think it's gonna go better here. Not quite sure what we're gonna do with all this, but we'll figure it out. Let's see here. Man, I like that sticker. I want to save that sticker. I really like this sticker. I'll put it right here for safekeeping. Yeah, I like that one. That's my favorite of their stickers. Check out this brake. There, we'll put the sticker back up here. Let's check out this brake system. Still don't remember why I ordered this, but I'm sure it'll come to me in a minute. So this has the smaller 1-piston caliper. Ooh, and I don't like the chrome handle. That's alright. I believe we can change those. This. I hope this is long enough. Oh yeah, that's long enough. Let's see. I don't really care for this chrome handle, although it will work. It's got the switch for the tail light on it. Maybe we'll make use of that. I don't know. Anyway, let's see what we can do with this caliper. Now we may have to take it off and re-bleed it later. I don't know what we're gonna do here. Now with this bracket, I honestly don't know what I was thinking about when I bought this. interesting. Well, I need to get the Allen wrench to take this one off. Alright, so I got my 5mm Allen wrench. I'll go ahead and take this off right here and see how we can fit this one. I gotta tell you, it's a hot day here in Southern California. Gotta have the water. I'm thirsty. I know other parts of the country is freezing, snow and everything else, but boy, here we're in the 80s today and it's hot. Alright, back to work. Let's take this off. See what we can do with this. Those are the long-winded screws. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with using these brakes, but with the power we're putting on them, it's better to have a hydraulic brake. More clamping force. Even though these worked and this brake worked on this frame for, you know, months that I ran that 79cc, but eventually I might step it up to a 212, and I want to have a better brake on it. So I'm going with a single piston caliper brake, hydraulic brake, and yeah, it's going to be a nice project. Get all the parts out of here. Yeah, it looks like we are going to have to take this off to fit it. Take the hose off. The hose needs to go in the other direction to make room for it going on. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to take the hose off, drain the fluid out of it, and that way we have a caliper to work with without the trouble of this hose. And we'll put the hose on later, back in correct orientation to take it up the bike. And yeah. Alright, check this out. I'm excited. I did buy this bracket for a reason. I couldn't remember what that reason was until I started fitting the pieces together. But once I started fitting it together, it all came back to me and I know what I needed to do now. The only problem I really see right now is I don't have the correct bolt for this bracket here. So I need to get the correct one. I just put one here temporarily just to hold it. I need to get the correct size bolt for here, which I believe it's a 6mm type. This one, however, is not long enough, or I would use this one. But I'll get a longer one, and I'll get a lock nut so I can use it there. The brake caliper mounts perfectly. It's not quite centered on the rotor, but a small sheet metal shim behind the bracket and the or between the bracket and the caliper might center that caliper better, and that's no problem. I can easily make one of those. I have lots of sheet metal laying around. I'll just find the right thickness and make the holes, slip it in there, and voila, we're done. Alright, to get the wheel centered, I did use two and a half. You got the one on both sides right there. Now these bolts here I did grind down a little bit because they were rubbing on the frame, but they clear the frame now. In fact, if I pick it up, it spins perfectly. So yeah, I'm excited. Finally, I'll get this bike back on the road. So this is probably one of my shorter videos, but figuring all this out is what I really needed to do to use these aluminum wheels, two-piece wheels. I may still take them off and get them powder coated, I'm not sure, but for right now I'm just happy to have all this figured out and working again so I can put this bike back together. And yeah, I'm really excited. It's gonna look good. It's gonna look really good. And having the split sprocket on there, I may play around with the sprocket sizes a little bit, depending on where I can get the power out of this thing. Yeah, also I have some work to do to the engine. I have to replace the oil seal and put the yellow spring in the driven pulley of the torque converter, and that may help. You know, that may help its power band a little bit, get it up there where it needs to be. Not much more I can do to the engine necessarily, except a cam and port and polish on the head, but I'm not ready for that yet. That's quite an expensive endeavor, and I'm not just willing to put that money into it yet. I have a new 212. I may just bite the bullet and put the 212 in it and use the 79cc for another project. But I wouldn't build the 212. Yeah, famous last words, right? I wouldn't build the 212 out quite yet. I would leave it just basically with a an intake, and maybe remove the governor, you know, and leave it kind of simple, maybe with a regular centrifugal clutch. I'm not sure yet, but yeah, I'm so glad this finally works. It was really bugging me all these weeks while I was trying to figure out and wait for the parts to come in and what I needed to do. But it's here, it works. Now I can go ahead and like I said, I'll replace this bolt here for the correct bolt. I'll go ahead and torque down the axle, and I can run the hose for the brakes and bleed out the brakes and get them working again, and put the front forks back on, and this bike will be good to go. That's nice. I'm really happy. I know so many guys are out there saying I should cut this off and relocate it to the outside so I can square it up and line the axle, but I was able to do it, like I said, with a few quick swift hammer hacks with a hammer, the big 2.5 pound hammer, and it did line it up. So I'm good with it the way it is. It spins, you saw it in the video, and I just want to get it back on the road. Alright, so if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and always come back to DIY Willy, where we're working on things like 79cc mini bike and trying to figure out the brakes. And yeah, anyway, I'll see you next time. Bye.